Hi, my name is Cesar Saucedo, and I will explain my evidence tree. First, I will list 6 events from the last decades, from the crisis of the social bloc unit until today, the digital era. The first one is the fall of Berlin Wall in November 1989, peaceful without spilling blood or firing gun. The German population tore down the Berlin Wall. This structure divided the German capital from almost 3 decades. The second one is the 9/11, that is the fall of the World Trade Center. On the morning, Tuesday, September 11, 2001, Al-Qaeda hijackers crashed 2 Boeing 767 passenger planes into the complex, one into each one of the Twin Towers, in a coordinated terrorist attack. The third one is the US invasion of Afghanistan. The US invasion of Afghanistan occurred after the September 11, 2001 attacks on the US soil and was supported by close US allies who had officially started the War of Terror. The fourth one is the first African president in the USA. Barack Hussein Obama II is an American politician who serves on the 44th President of the United States of America from January 20 of 2009 to January 20, 2017. The fifth one is the death of Osama bin Laden on May 2 of 2011 at approximately 11:35 p.m. East Coast of the USA. US President Barack Obama announced that Osama bin Laden, leader of the terrorist group Al-Qaeda, has died in the hands of the army of USA North Country. The sixth and the last one is a recent one, that is the death of Elizabeth II. Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom was Queen of the United Kingdom from her accession to the throne in February 1952 until her death in September 2022. Now I will define concepts of the world. The first one is globalization. Globalization is a concept that seeks to define the reality of our planet as connected whole, which is becoming more like a single society beyond national borders, ethnic and religious differences, political ideologies, and socioeconomic or cultural conditions. This consists of the expansion of the economic, cultural, and political dependence of the countries of the world, which is caused by the unusual increase in international activity, the world trade of goods and services, the flow of capital, as well the advance of means of transportation, and the use of new information and communication technologies, satellite technologies, and especially the Internet. The second concept is terrorism. Terrorism is a domination through terror, the control that is sought from violent acts whose purpose. The third one is digital era. It refers to a current era that offers a viral space known as the Internet. This space is characterized by the speed of communication that has transformed the world environment in which we live, even our way of interacting. And the last one is unipolar world. It is the form of world order that is imposed at the end of the bipolar era and hegemony. It is the domain exercised by a certain world power that is capable of organizing and articulating and enforcing the general rules of the system. Now I will answer some questions of the world. The first one is, why did the globalization emerge? Firstly, with the migratory process of the history. Secondly, as the consequence of the discovery, conquest, and colonization of the New World. And lastly, due to the revolution in transportation and communication systems. The second one is, in most cases, what causes the terrorist attacks of the 20th century? Mostly by the force of violence against persons or property in violation of criminal laws of the United States, for the purpose of intimidation, coercion, or ransom. How does the end of the Cold War relate with the unipolar world? So, the fall of the Soviet Union ended in the Cold War and the tension between the two blocs in bipolar world, since the United States then emerged as a unipolar superpower. With this, he achieved greater international influence, even in the countries that had been part of the communist orbit. And the last question is, how has the digital era influenced today's society? That we begin to have other types of more radical technologies in the world, and we have realized how we are advancing little bit more and more in this new digital age. And the final of my presentation is showing my bibliography. Thanks for the attention.